everyone, how's it going? This is some guy, and yes, bit of a while since I've been to Korea. Well, metaphorically, but I'm back. Yeah, I thought I'd get back onto some music from Twice because I've rated what they've done so far that I've heard, and I had a lot of requests for Twice, but weirdly, not a single song was requested twice. I had a look online. I realized I got quite a big back catalogue. Maybe that's why. But I decided to go for this one because apparently it was the first one that broke into Japan. I also am aware that there's two versions of the song, and that this is the Korean version, and they sort of adapted the lyrics into Japanese. But I thought it was quite interesting because I didn't realize that they actively sort of like entered the Japanese market like that. Wanted to shout out We're a Star 7350 for recommending this one. Thank you for that, and I will get to the others for sure. Keep the recommendations coming in as to what I should get to next. It's because it's been a while. I've forgotten a little bit what they're like, to be honest. So I'm going in quite fresh. Let's jump in. I also know that there's 9 of them now because that confused me for a while. Ooh, red colour that sounds like your cheek. Now, I don't know whether this was adapted to Japan after it was already written, or whether it was already in mind. Because if so, that might be a coincidence, but red sun on the cheek, that made me think of the Japanese flag, which obviously is symbolic of the sun, but I might be reaching there. Okay. I can make these subtitles any clearer. Oh, there we go. That's better. Right. That beat drop was kind of hard though. Yeah, musically it's yeah, I was a bit distracted by the subtitles, but it's changed quite a lot. I thought the first hook sounded not in a critical way, but semi-generic. You know, I kind of heard that kind of sound before maybe, but this is quite different now. Yeah, it's like a different song now. It's so creative, and I've commented this before, just in general about the Korean music I've heard so far, which, to be fair, is I think 3 groups. But among those 3 groups, I've been impressed about how some of them are like the biggest groups. Like Twice are very famous. BTS are like one of the biggest groups, if not the biggest group in the world, and yet they still seem to be quite creative and are able to make quite a variety of songs. Whereas I don't think that's always true of artists that I'm more familiar with sort of in the English speaking world. So yeah, it's commendable. Wait, oh, okay. I was just about to say there's low key little bars going on here. Obviously there was the Mayday reference, SOS, and now submarine. So the little scheme going on here with like the sort of military uh related things. Okay. Bang bang. Also, this video is nuts. I probably haven't fully appreciated it because I'm reading the lyrics because obviously I don't know Korean, but these videos are crazy. I've like fairly recently also been shown a selection of like the biggest or some big reggaeton tracks and their videos, and obviously a completely different continent, but that blew my mind in how much music videos are such a how much effort's put into them. And to be honest, Korea is matching that, if not exceeding it, and that's quite a high bar. Yeah, it's like it's a visual like masterpiece in its own right. It's, what is going on right now? Again, another breakdown. I like that it's a reasonably long song for a pop track, and there's multiple breakdowns. I feel like chart-topping pop songs here, it's kind of always it's the same formula. I mean that's not always true, but there's a certain type of pop song, you know, catchy hook, maybe two verses from the artist, and then maybe a featured verse with kind of empty lyrics. As long as it sounds kind of catchy and it's like a vibe, that can be number one. But these songs are catchy, don't get me wrong, but yeah, as I said, they're very creative. This is a vibe. I'm loving this track. Yeah, continue to be impressed by Twice and Korean or K-pop in general. Obviously, I've kind of touched on my main points throughout, but yeah, just very impressed at how creative these massive artists can be, and that I'm not bored listening to the songs. Like, because if I listen to just the sort of the most commercially successful songs in the UK, fair few of them I'll be kind of like, it's all right. Like, you know, it's catchy. I don't hate it, but you know, I don't. It's not engaging me. I don't love it. Whereas these are for me interesting. Maybe it's because it's like a different culture I'm not familiar with, but they definitely seem a lot more creative and less, yeah, like less of a formula. Even though I'm sure there probably are still them. And yeah, the music video is crazy. Yeah, loved it. I hope you enjoyed it too. Keep the recommendations coming for Korean music. I want to hear more. But other than that, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.